Today, we shall clutch the first generation Mazda 3. The Mazda 3 is actually a successor to the Mazda 323 Protege. I don't know if you guys can remember that one. That's actually a really old car. I think the car looks very thick. Thick, not in a good way. Thick in like a slow way. One of the adjectives they actually used to describe this car when they first launched it is sporty. And there are people out there who still think that this car actually looks sporty. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, but I just cannot see anything that's sporty, even the least bit sporty about this car. If you really want a sporty Mazda, go for the Ep5. That is a sporty car. I think makers, they just came up with these nice words. Words like sporty, just so that you will buy it. I think for the car to look sporty, it has to look sporty, original condition. Of course, you can put in body kits and all your other accessories to make the car look sporty, but you can do the same thing on a bus and even make a bus look sporty. The only thing they got right when it comes to the looks of the Mazda 3 are the projector headlamps. Now, when you step inside the Mazda 3, for some reason it all changes. I feel that the interior of the Mazda 3, it looks very inviting, very nice, you know, the way it's displayed, and the unitone color they have chosen for the backlight, as in the backlight for your display together with your radio, together with your air conditioning, it all has this same unitone orange, which I think is very nice. Kind of reminds me of a BMW. And even this, the little things that they do, you know, but just by putting this LED lights over here, when you turn your volume dial, it kind of makes it interesting. Of course, the blue knobs and the blue dials which you get together with the blue handles, they're all custom made, they're not factory fitted. The one thing I don't like about the interior would be the aircon vents in the corner. You know why? Because it reminds me of the old Tips bus, you know, where you have to adjust the vent. Honestly, I feel the back seats of the Mazda 3 are pretty cramped, okay? Maybe for 2 passengers it's going to be fine, but if you're going to carry 3 passengers, they're going to feel the squeeze, okay? So it's a bit cramped in the back. The rear doors are fitted with speakers, so that's good, all right? And a tiny little storage, which is actually a cup holder, which you get at the side of the doors. So apart from that, nothing really very fancy about the rear. And because it's cramped, I don't think it's a good thing. You don't exactly get the best of fuel consumptions as well when it comes to this car. From what we understand, fuel consumption is about 10 or maybe 11 kilometers to the litre. You know what else isn't fantastic? The power. Original condition, the Mazda 3 only comes with 110 brake horsepower. Not working for me. The Mazda 3 was launched in 2003 and they stopped production somewhere around 2009. Price-wise, for something that has about 5 years left, it will cost you 50,000. Something with 4 years left will cost you 40,000. So if you talk about the price, I think it is affordable. What about the problems? Now, in all honesty, I don't know where to start. First of all, the looks, all right? I really don't think the car looks great. The power, I think it's too little. Of the many cars I've driven, I don't find the Mazda 3 particularly comfortable. The rear cabin, remember I was telling you about the rear cabin and how it's very cramped at the back. Also, the petrol consumption. So basically, the only thing that you can get right with the Mazda 3 is the price. I'd say it's one of the more affordable cars that you can get. Right here on Clutched, it's time for us to rate the first generation Mazda 3. Buy, don't buy, I don't know. I don't know if you guessed it, but for this Mazda 3, it's a don't buy. What do you think of the first generation Mazda 3? We here at Clutched want to hear from you. So please leave your comments in the comment section down south. We're going to leave the subscribe button right here, so please click the subscribe button as well. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Links for those are going to be in the description box below. That's it from me, Jackie. Until we meet again, adios.